Welcome to the Sinchies podcast.
You look ridiculous right now.
Do I ever not look ridiculous?
This is true. Welcome back, folks.
Whatever. Who knows?
Episode 2 of season 2.
Yeah, I think we're on like 18 or 19. Who knows? But, how y'all doing?
Good.
We're having a good time.
Yeah.
You know? Living it up.
Yeah.
Getting back to it, you know. Trying to hop back on that horse to podcasting. We're learning.
I feel new.
Revitalized?
I
mean, you almost died, so.
Yeah. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm
I'm
reborn.
gonna start calling you Phoenix, bro.
It's the,
Bro, fucking Jack forgot your name was Mojave on the podcast. And he was like, bring your roommate Sancho over for the fucking fights.
Sancho?
I was fucking crying in my car. I was like, I'm calling him Sancho from now on, dude. He's like, what's his name? I was like, Mojave, dude. How'd you get Sancho out of that? Fuck, dude.
Bring the little Mexican with you.
I was crying. That shit was so funny.
Sancho Panza. Put some respect on my name.
But, you know, we're just living it up.
Oh,
having
shit.
a ball.
That's funny.
Special guest Jimmy is going to be rolling in here in a minute.
Yeah.
He was showering up and shit. And
Jimbo Slice.
we got too tired of waiting for him, so we just got started. So we're going to get after it. But first things first, let's get those plugs knocked out again. Like, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment what you want to hear about. Let us know what we need to work on. Obviously everything, but we're just having some fun. What up, people?
Thought I was getting attacked.
We need to get those 100 subscribers so we can change that URL to Sinchies.
Get your asshole out of my ear.
Getting after it.
Yeah. Do what he just said. Don't mind me.
I will mind you.
Hey.
Weekly check-ins. What's up?
Weekly check-ins, bro. Just been working. This.
Back to weekly check-ins and not fucking 2-month check-ins.
Yeah.
That'd take a whole episode.
And I don't know, like, it seemed like the week was going slow, and now it's like already gonna be Thursday. Tomorrow. Y'all are gonna see this on Thursday, but
Yeah, I mean,
this one snuck up on me.
I'm a little in between on that one. This week's been long and rough.
Yeah.
Really rough, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, you got some news to talk
Yeah.
about in a bit.
Some big news that I wasn't really expecting to drop this soon, but it actually happened today.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, well,
you'll hear about that shortly.
we'll talk about that, man.
But
Probably
I mean,
when Jimmy gets here.
Yeah, the rest of my week has been pretty good.
Yeah.
A bunch of the Jiu-Jitsu guys, we all went over to Jackie Boy's house to watch the UFC fights. We watched Dillashaw win the main event. There's a couple good fights on there. Did you watch that Dillashaw fight?
No.
It's pretty good. He compromised his knee like first round, and then he got his fucking like scar tissue cut on his eyebrow.
I saw that.
That shit ripped open on like the first or second round, and he just like went off. No, Nala, you can't be in here. We're podcasting.
Guest appearance.
Go
lay down.
And he just fought the whole time with like blood all over his face. He did well though. He definitely won the first round. Won the 5th round for sure. I think Sandhagen won 2 and 4. So that leaves like round 3 up to debate. But I still think Dillashaw came out on top. It was a good fight all around. Sandhagen gave him a much better shot than we thought. Jimmy's here, as you can tell by my dog sprinting.
Yeah.
What'd you do this weekend?
Went down and visited my parents. There was a family friend of ours passed away, so we went to the services for that.
Old
Jimbo Slice!
Walking in a dark time, boys.
Rolling in with fucking patchwork shorts. What are those, dude?
Yeah, whatever, dude.
They look like a Columbus.
Yeah, I got him at like Ross, like 8 years ago.
Kick her out real quick and
Hey,
shut the door.
hey, come here, Beryl.
She's too much. Welcome, Jimmy.
And she's gone. Hi.
The man, the myth, the legend, Jimbo
Ooh.
Slice is
Ooh.
back.
Ooh.
We were just talking about the fights. Watching the fights this weekend.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. There's a couple good ones.
Where's the frame on this guy? Am I in it?
Oh, yeah. You're good.
you're in it.
I already pre-did it all.
Sick.
Yeah. But, your weekly check-in.
Mine?
Or what were you saying before Jimmy came up? I got sidetracked.
Oh, yeah. I was saying I went down to my parents' house.
Yeah.
We had a family friend that passed away, so we went to the services for that.
Oof.
Yeah. So that was the...
Oh, tell your Baptist story, dude.
I don't know about that right now. I don't know.
Oh,
Certain people watch this podcast.
You know who else died?
I know. That's why I'm wearing this shirt right here, yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Joey
Jordison.
Jordison. Literally the reason I got into Slipknot and a big reason I got into drumming. So, yeah, that one hurts. That one hurts.
You've been in your feels.
Dude, I was devastated when I saw that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not okay.
Talk about it, dude.
Oh,
How does that make you feel?
not good. Empty. Yeah, that one's rough. That one's rough. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a huge Slipknot fan. So,
And you're a drummer.
and I'm a drummer.
Shredsies.
Yeah.
Wait and Bleed. That was the first song I heard from them.
I think
Mine was Duality.
I think mine
Oh,
was.
you were a decade late, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I'd heard.
Train.
I'm pretty sure I heard some of their first album, but I didn't know it was them.
Yeah.
And then I'd heard.
Actually, no, Sick. Sick came before Duality, didn't it?
Same. It was the same album as Wait and Bleed.
Yeah.
Those were the first.
That was the first. I listened to it today, actually, at work. Yeah.
Man.
Listened to Iowa last night at the gym,
Oh.
and then their self-titled at work.
For half your workout, you listened to Iowa?
Yeah, it's like the whole time I was in the sauna.
That song's like 17 minutes or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, I know it's at least 15.
Stupid.
It's funny because even in concert, they have to cut it in half. It's like 7-minute song in concert. They don't even play the whole thing. Holy shit. Yeah, so that was rough. Fucking Dusty Hill from ZZ Top died today.
Yep.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Dropping like flies.
Yeah,
dude.
but I don't know how
Must
he
be
made
in
it
the
to
water.
the fucking. I don't know how he made it to 2020, anyways. That son of a bitch shouldn't have made it out of the 80s.
Dude.
Look at those old bastards. He's looked the same age
Yeah.
since.
I was gonna get you
Him
a
and
beer,
Billy
but
Gibbons.
you're fucking.
I
on
probably
it.
should not. I'm a little dehydrated.
Wouldn't know.
I will get really drunk with how much water weight I've already lost. I just got out of the
That's good.
sauna.
Jimmy's got a fight or tournament this weekend, so
So I'm on a bit of a weight cut.
let's see your weekly check-in.
My weekly
What's
check-in.
been up? We haven't dropped the bomb yet, so
No bomb yet.
we just
Bomber is
teased
coming.
it a little
Bomber
earlier.
is coming.
But yeah, we got a big one to talk about.
My week has been. It's been good. You know, since the last time I chatted with you guys, life is good. My titty's healing up. Getting after a little bit.
You've slowed down on the Tinder a little bit.
I'm off the Tinder, man. I'm seeing a girl steady.
Oh,
Seeing a girl steady.
it's officially steady now. Huh?
Yeah, young grocery girl.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I know grocery girl.
Yeah. But yeah, I got my chickens. My garden is killing it, dude. I got like 10 pumpkins. I got three or four winter squash. Green beans are coming in. Sugar snap peas are crushing it. I got about 12 heads of corn already that are getting ready to come in. I got about literally like 600 tomatoes that are ripening on the vine right now. 3 different types. Yeah,
Chicken's
man.
keeping it all safe, dude.
Oh yeah, chickens are keeping it out. I shot another rabbit this morning. Opened it up.
What's
in
the
tularemia.
What's the alpha bitch's name?
Oh, concrete blonde.
Concrete blonde, dude.
She's a little monster.
All the other hens like stay in like one little pack, dude, and then you just see this one big bitch just
Yeah.
like walking around the yard.
And
doing
all the
her
rest
own
of them are
thing.
all black, and she's just like kind of light colored.
Mhm.
So she's also the only one that I can tell the difference by. It's not racist. And then
I wish it was.
work is cooking, just cooking along. Got a couple builds I'm working on, and then And then
You can't really shed too much light on
I
that,
can't
so.
talk about my work, unfortunately. Got a little clearance issue there.
He's a fucking genius.
And then my volunteering, my court case, that's going good.
What's that called again?
CASA,
CASA.
Court Appointed Special Advocacy. It's
What's that?
Did you get your kid?
I do. I got my kid. Yeah, I got assigned a kid.
Answer him first. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about that. Okay, that was a different one. So basically, I get assigned a kid who's in the court system, younger age, not like juvenile delinquency or anything like that, but it's like, basically, kids that are, their parents are having some troubles, or they might get taken away from their parents. A lot of drug abuse, a lot of substance abuse cases, and there's over 1,000 kids just in Broomfield and Adams counties that need a CASA. And so my job,
just right here, huh?
just in this county, and so my job is I
feel like I would make a great role model.
Yeah, and I'm specifically the advocate for that one kid. It's not like a lawyer where they got like 10 or 15 cases, or a caseworker who's got like 40 cases. I got one case, and I walked that kid all the way through the whole court proceedings. Usually like a year and a half. And, I got to interview the parents, daycare, teachers, parents, grandparents, neighbors, make sure everything's kosher, add it all up, and then I give my recommendations to the judge, and then I move forward from there. So yeah, all that's going well.
So it kind of depends if they get, or it results in if they get taken from their parents and whatnot.
Yeah, a lot of times, you want to keep the kid with the parents as much as possible, because a bad situation with the parents is still better statistically than a kid going into the foster system.
Right. The foster systems are terrible too.
Well, it's not even just that. It's like you take this young kid, right, just starting to figure out life, right? What the hell's happening? And then the only stability that kid's ever known is its parents. And they may be shitty parents, but you strip that away and you take away the whole foundation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Throw them into foster care. Well, foster care, they're in and out of foster homes. They're in and out of group homes. It's just it's not good for kids. And sometimes it is better. Sometimes there is just a really shitty parent situation. But one of the main goals is to make that family better, right? Like, you can't just berate them and be like, hey, put down the crack, okay? You got a kid. Let's fix this shit, okay? No. But if they don't come to the realization on their own, they're probably not gonna. But you got to you're trying to influence the family as much as the kid, because that's who's going to raise the kid. And you want that situation to be as good as possible. So, yeah, I grew up in that system, and I was like, this is fucking awful.
Did you have a CASA worker?
I didn't have a CASA. I was just 6, and they were sitting me down with lawyers and caseworkers. And I was like, hey, y'all go away. I don't like any of you guys. What is happening? So, yeah.
How's your kid?
My kid's cool, man. He's awesome. That's about all I can say. It's also kind of like my work. It's very confidential.
1 to 10, how shitty is the situation?
It's hard to tell yet.
Okay.
I do have high hopes that I think that the parents are coming around, and I think that they can figure it out. It's not a lost cause.
That's good, man.
So,
that's good.
Yeah. So, I am hopeful
that would
for
suck to just have like a total 10 out of 10 on the shit scale.
I know.
And trying to fucking fix that.
Some of these other ones that I've been reading about, it's real bad. It's real bad. And so, moral.
It breaks your heart because that's just a kid, dude.
Dude,
they don't have a fucking say in the matter.
Moral of the story is, and take this with a grain of salt, as a guy who doesn't have kids. But if you have a kid, take care of the fucking kid, or don't have a kid. It makes me so mad. Like, grow up, Peter Pan. You are now in charge of a child.
Judas.
Now you are in charge of a child. You could make You could make Gandhi or you could make Hitler. It's up to you, motherfucker. It's up to you. Somewhere in between is probably what's going to happen, but don't make Hitler. Joseph Stalin comes out. I blame you, parents. I blame you. You know.
That's fair, dude.
And, you know, again, it's really complicated because if you've got shitty parents, like, chances are your parents were also not top notch, right? And so this is a generational thing. Oh, you grew up in a trap house. Like, who are your role models?
Yeah.
Oh, you're 19, you had a kid. You probably can't figure out how to raise this kid. You can't figure out how to feed yourself, let alone a 2-year-old. You know, so there's a lot of issues. It's more complicated than that, but at some point you got to be like, let's go.
Come on now.
Come on, don't make Hitler.
Just don't make Hitler.
Just don't make Hitler.
Take it from Jimmy. Don't make Hitler.
Make that a shirt.
Yeah, don't make Hitler.
Don't make Hitler.
Yeah.
Don't make little Hitlers.
But yeah. Oh, and then Johan Hari. He's an author.
That?
He's an author. He's wrote a couple books. He was on Joe Rogan.
Never heard of her.
He was on Joe Rogan. But we did a seminar. All the court personnel from Colorado did a WebEx seminar with him on Tuesday. So we had to sit down and ask him questions and hear about his latest book and
That's pretty dope.
kind of how that relates to like the different cases and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. Good information.
How long was that?
Hour and a half. Yeah.
Was that the thing you skipped yesterday?
No. That was a different thing.
Yeah.
That was a different thing. That was for work.
You definitely skipped something yesterday.
I skipped something yesterday. They were like,
He's like, they told me to wear masks. Fuck it. I'll
Yeah.
be there at 5.
yeah, dude. So, you know, a couple months ago, they're like, oh, you're vaccinated. You don't need a mask anymore. And I'm like, oh, cool. Got vaccinated. Now they're like, well, you need a mask to go in this stadium. And I'm like, cool, not going to the stadium then. They're like, but it's Ball Arena. Because I work for Ball Aerospace, which is a subsidiary of Ball Corporation. You know, all the cans and all the mason jars and shit. Well, Ball Arena, where the Nuggets play, you know, we were having employee appreciation for the Ball staff. And I'm like, sick. I'm going to go show up. And then like 2 days ago, they were like, hey, business casual, put a mask on. And I'm like, going to Jiu-Jitsu. Because I'm not putting a mask on because I'm vaccinated. Not going to do it. So, that's how I stood with that. And then they're going to, you know, this is just, the CDC just came out. They're like, oh, Delta variant, everybody's getting sick again. And I'm like, yeah, called it 6 months ago. That's how seasonal fucking diseases work. We're not going to mask up once a year, half a year, every year until the day I die. What's going to happen is all you cocksuckers are going to start putting your masks on, and I'm going to not.
Seriously.
It is decided.
And I'm going to not.
I'm gonna not.
So, don't come at me with that fucking mask bullshit. Nope.
Jimmy, your opinions are some of my favorite things
Yeah.
on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Still got that Napa hat on, dude.
Still got this Napa hat. It's hiding my receding hairline.
It's okay. Grocery girl
I'm
likes it.
going to give it a chop here soon. Just like the foreskin.
Dude, when I like cut my hair off, I like notice like for some reason this side goes like way back further than that side.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's just how my hair's what's going on.
Fuck yeah, it does.
I told you, yeah. So I'm like, I've already come to terms like if it starts receding at
Yeah.
all, I'm just shaving everything.
Oh, I'm
Like,
good. Yeah,
going-
I'm in a couple months. It's gonna be gone.
You
Yeah.
going all Jake?
Well, I shaved my head in the Marine Corps for a while, and I was actually buzzing it before I went up to Denali. Then I came off the mountain. I hadn't cut my hair in like a month. I was like, I guess I'll grow it back out. So like, just testing it out. But yeah, this will be my
the sides.
this will be my last run with hair, because it's
This will be my,
it's-
the
it-
last ride.
yeah, it's about to connect.
This is the last dance.
And I'm about to get that fucking front poof. You know, that old man front poof. Like, hey, man, once it connects, just accept that you're bald and cut it off like an adult.
Bro, I can't. I got a fucking healthy mane. Which, Marcus, feel that shit, dude.
Dead as shit.
No, here, right here. This. Do you feel that knot, dude? I've had that shit in my hair.
Got a little mini dreadlock, dude.
Dude,
He does.
You going full Rasta on us?
like, it happened
That's
during
cultural
rolling.
appropriation, sir.
Yes.
Somebody like put their knee on the back of my head and I started pulling out and it knotted up, dude. I've had this fucking knot in the back of my hair for like a month and a half.
Oops.
I can't get that shit out.
Oops.
But, you know, I'm debating just shaving the sides and leaving the top nice and bleachy.
You look like Garth from Wayne's World right now.
Yeah.
That's good.
With them glasses.
Accurate.
Them glasses.
Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth.
Yeah.
So what was your little side topic you wanted to talk about?
What?
You said you had like a new little skit or something you wanted to throw in.
Oh, I just like figured if you wanted to kill some time, I'd just start bullshitting about some music stuff I was thinking about. Basically, while I was sick,
Let's hear it.
I had a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah.
I was listening to a lot of. I was trying to think of like, remember when we'd always talk about like who fucks?
Mm-hmm.
Something like
Tchaikovsky.
Doesn't skip a beat.
Frederick fucking Chopin fucked.
Chopin, yeah. Well, yeah, definitely.
Laying down the keys and slaying poontang.
I missed a fucking major one. James Dean, dude.
Yeah.
You know James Dean fuck.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't fuck? Zach Morris.
Ed Sheeran.
Whoever plays that.
Ed
fucker.
Sheeran, definitely.
Ed Sheeran. Oh, man. That guy.
He tries to talk as long as possible.
Yeah.
He's like,
Good
no,
thing
no,
he's
no,
got
no,
a voice.
No. Can I sing to you first?
Good thing he's got a voice, because
Do you want a drink?
Bud.
He looks like Ron
Busted.
from Harry Potter had some really fucked up plastic surgery.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, he looks like Ron from Harry Potter, but on the ringer.
But
on the ringer.
Tchaikovsky. Right off the rip. Tchaikovsky.
Oh man. I've been on a little bit of a classical kick lately, so I'm all about them classy old sons of bitches.
Oh, my
The
fucking
original
knee
OGs,
hurts, dude.
They did lay the foundation for metal.
Yeah.
Metal is just modern classical, and you can suck my pink hairy balls if you don't agree with me. But anyways.
Yeah, no, you're right though.
Tchaikovsky fucks.
Tchaikovsky
What else you got?
fucks.
But once again, wicked sidetrack.
I like
Tchaikovsky,
it
dude.
though. I like it though. Oh.
You know who's not fucking anymore?
Joey Jordan.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ja, 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 ja.
Ja, 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 as our brothers and sisters in the South would say. Sorry, Joey. You know, I grew up with Joey Jordison. Love you to death, bud. But, oops.
It's the ride's over now.
Yeah, and it's gone.
Yep. How the fuck is Keith Richards still around?
Dude. He's pickled.
You know what I'm talking about?
He is
The guitarist
officially
from the Rolling
pickled.
Stones. Looks like a mummy.
If you look at him, you're like, oh, you pulled him out of a jar of pickle juice. Like,
I'm Pickle Rick.
yeah, he is Pickle Rick. If you look at a Pickle Rick is based, fuck right off with
You
that
ain't
nonsense.
gonna gain weight.
Dude, I can't even drink water. I'm not drinking tequila because then I'm gonna get a little tipsy and then I'm gonna be on the way home and I'm gonna be like, Raising Cane's, you're looking mighty fine.
Raising Cane's is pretty good.
There were about 60.
It's not top tier though.
There was about 60
Chick-fil-A's
morbidly
top tier.
obese sons of bitches sitting in that line. It was at least an hour.
Marcus will pick Raising Cane's over fucking Chick-fil-A any day.
I'm not huge on either one. You
depends
know
on
what?
the
I'm
line.
I love Chick-fil-A.
No.
I like chicken.
No. Gold standard. If you want a quick meal for $1 per every 200 calories.
Taco Bell.
Nah, dog.
Here comes
Panda
Engineer
Express.
just fucking throwing down some fucking science on you.
Panda Express, baby. Panda
Okay, we'll
Express.
see.
$10. $10 for a bigger plate. You get triple orange chicken with fried rice. Feed, boys. Feed.
Why do you think the Daisy Fresh boys eat there, dude?
Yeah, dude. Been crushing that shit since Hawaii. Oh, man. First time I had orange chicken, I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a
This
good
is
thing.
bad.
It's a good thing I work out a lot. Because, and it was one right across the street from my gym. So I get out of there after I get out of the sauna, and I'm like,
Do you eat all day, dude?
yeah.
I get that shit so much. They're like, well, how are you not morbidly obese, dude?
Because I
And I'm
work
like,
out more than... I work
'Cause
out
I
in
run
a day.
fucking 6 hours a day delivering packages, and then I go and train fucking jujitsu for 3
dude,
hours.
I work
dude.
out more in a day than 3/4 of America works out in a year. So eat my balls. I'm stopping at Panda.
Can I get an extra fortune cookie?
Yeah, dude. No, don't even come out with that fortune cookie. You come at me strong with a chicken egg roll right now.
Just that would be
Right
great.
now.
Would be
Right
great
now.
on the shirt.
What?
Lick my balls. I'm stopping at Panda.
Oh man.
Just out of context.
Yeah. No, I eat a lot.
So do I, dude.
It's fine.
I'm so fucking annoyed by people constantly. Why aren't you fat?
It's a running joke at work. I'm not fat because I'm not fat.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm not gonna be fat, and then I wasn't. Again,
Yeah.
he's decided.
It's just fucking jujitsu, dude. Constantly training. Like, I don't fucking do abs ever.
I don't do abs.
Ever.
Why would you do abs? That's dumb. That's a dumb thing. You should be doing exercises that work your core,
That's fair.
like everything that's a compound or
Basic
pull-ups.
lifts, yeah.
If you're
Proper
doing
form.
proper form with pull-ups, you know. Yeah, no. I also run at lunch, so it's like usually
Fuck that,
it's like
dude.
96 when I go run, and then I go lift before jiu-jitsu, and then I go to double jiu-jitsu sessions.
Yeah, I don't fucking run. Cardio is cardio, dude.
Yeah,
Not a fan.
I run mostly to get ready to keep in shape for like hunting season, because I still got to be able to go yonder.
Is that your favorite form of cardio?
Running, running's one of the only things I'm actually good at, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
I like swimming. Swimming's really good.
I sink. I get in and I'm down.
I like swimming because you literally fucking do like 3 laps
You're dead.
and you're fucking...
For sure.
That heart rate's through the roof.
For
dude.
sure.
Or the rowing machine. Those are like my 2 favorite
I warm
forms
up
of
on the
cardio.
rowing machine a lot. Yeah.
I like the rowing machine because it's easy on your joints. I mean, swimming's the best thing for your joints.
Yeah.
But I just hate running because it hurts my fucking knees, dude.
Well,
My knees start
you got to
killing.
figure out. Running's tough. It's a whole. I could do a whole podcast on running form and everything. And most people
God.
just like
We don't want
mess
to hear
up.
that.
No, I know. That's why I said I gave that precursor. Like,
I've heard people
Future
try
X
to
problems.
start explaining it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's-
no, I was running like anywhere from like 50 to 90 miles a week in high school. So I used to run a lot.
That's a fucking.
Did you
no
say
for
you were
me.
a defensive back in football?
Yeah, I played corner in college, but I also
A white
played
corner in college.
white corner. There was a couple of us. It wasn't a lot.
No, it's not.
Those numbers shrink from like middle school. There's a lot of white DBs and running backs, and then you hit high school, and it's like you probably don't have the fucking thighs for that guy. Then you get to the college level, and you get every once in a while you get a great white knight.
They're like,
But-
who the fuck
They're
is
like,
this
"Oh,
guy?
Look at this cracker at Stanford. He's actually running, but actually he's just got good form, and he's keeping his feet pumping. And then you get to the pros, and there's like one in a decade. Who was that white dude? I think he's on the Panthers. You know what I'm talking about?
Running back?
There's one
Christian
good
McCaffrey?
McCaffrey. There he is.
He's from Denver.
Is he? So yeah, you got McCaffrey, and then before that, it was that
That's
fucking.
Ed McCaffrey's son, right?
Yeah, he went to Valor Christian.
Yeah.
I didn't know he got picked up by the Panthers.
Dude, he's
Oh,
nasty.
he's like one of the best running backs
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, the
Like,
great white knight for us, man.
top
It's the
2 or
only one
3.
that we got.
Yeah,
Our
seriously.
golden boy, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's like black CEOs.
That
It's
shows
it's
how
like
he is.
fun.
He's just quick, but everything's he's got such quick feet and everything.
Yeah, dude.
He just,
Yeah, it's all form.
yeah.
I haven't watched fucking NFL in probably 4
Yeah,
years.
and then
dude.
before him was it Stoudemire, the fullback from the Buccaneers, who he just put this big old piece of foam padding on
Talking
his.
about Mike Allstott.
Allstott was just like, okay, I'm going that way, and I'm not stopping
He
until I'm
looked like
out
the
cold.
fucking juggernaut. in
Like
his
literally, he
back.
was just like, okay. They like literally
They
strapped his neck down the leg. He's like, I don't gotta see this way, right? If I can't, that's it.
like a horse, dude.
Yeah,
They put the
literally,
blinders,
on him. He's like, I can't. My neck's gonna get smashed if I look to the side, so I'm going yonder. Yeah, he would truck dudes, but other than that, that's the 2 white running backs. Yeah,
With
so
the blinders on him.
yeah, dude.
Just look forward.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
do
like
you
the difference between Tom Brady and Lamar Jackson. Like,
Do you remember the one-hit wonder Peyton Hillis?
yeah, Yeah.
I love that dude when he went over to the Browns and killed it, and then he fucking.
Yeah. I want to see him make a comeback, Johnny Manziel.
What about Tim Tebow?
Whatever, dude. What is he going to baseball? Oh no, he's playing like tight end or something, right?
Yeah, tight end for Jacksonville.
Whatever, dude. Jesus isn't gonna save you on the line.
Yeah,
He's tight end right now.
Yeah, they switched him to tight. He's been trying.
He's like 5'10", isn't he?
Speaking of fucking
He's
football,
like
did you
6'1",
see that
6'2".
video?
That's a tiny tight end, huh?
Did you see that video of Tom Brady throwing? You wouldn't, because you're not on social media. But it's like a TikTok, and there's the like football throwing machine, and he literally throws the football into it. Yeah. Perfectly comes back. He'd walk back like 10 yards, hit it dead center again, and fucking launch it right back to him.
Well, yeah, he's the GOAT.
3 or 4 times, dude, and then he finally knocks over the machine and shoots it like straight up in the air. Just walks off.
There is no question who the greatest of all time is. Anybody who wants to argue that Tom Brady is not the greatest quarterback of all time, you're wrong. Like, there's very few times where you're like, oh, you know, it could be LeBron, could be Jordan. Jordan's clearly better, but like, okay, whatever. But Tom Brady, don't come at me with any other name. No other name for quarterback.
I used to hate Tom Brady
He's the
because
reason
he was so good.
I bought his fucking book, dude.
He left the Patriots, and everybody was like, oh, it's just because of the Patriots. Left the Patriots and took the Bucks to the goal line.
The fucking
Buccaneers? Oh, yeah. Fucking right. And you know what's even better? Is he brought Gronkowski with him.
That's what I was going to say. Gronk was just like you,
Gronk
dude.
was like, I'm going with you, bud.
Did you see he's like trying to get Edelman over there now
since
he retired?
He's just trying to bring his little cracker game.
Yeah. He was like, because he retired. Edelman did, and then like Tom Brady put out, he's like, he was just too scared to say it to Belichick. I was there too, buddy. He's coming to Tampa.
Yeah. Speaking of that
little segue, dude.
Yeah, that's a good little segue right there.
Following in.
Brady and Gronk switching teams.
Yeah. So the big announcement. I left Ludwig Martial Arts today. Literally today.
Yep, so did I.
Jimmy, they don't even know you've left yet.
Yeah, everybody kind of knows.
Well, yeah. Well, the people in the chats that we've been talking to know that you've left, but when you don't show up tomorrow for training, it's gonna be pretty apparent.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I'm just I haven't been getting the training. Not even the training, just the pace that I've wanted. Me and Jimmy are trying to accomplish big things in this sport. So we set the bar high. We compete at that high intensity pace, and it hasn't been happening at Ludwig's for a while. We tried a couple things. We set together a fucking group meeting at the house. Everybody came over. We tried to set the bar straight. Worked on it for a couple months, and it just wasn't happening. So literally this week we decided to bump out.
Yeah.
We went to training yesterday. That's why my knee's fucked up. But we went hard, had some good times. We are now DCO MMA athletes.
Yep. Oh, there was Steve.
Good old Steve. The promoter from Colorado Jiu-Jitsu Club that I got my title fight coming up to. But we've been... This shit's hard to fucking elaborate on.
We've been talking about it.
It's been a long time.
I mean, we haven't been talking about leaving for a long time. That's been a fairly recent phenomenon. But we've been talking about trying to build a different culture for this specifically for the competition team. On the last podcast that I was on, we were talking about, you know, the comp team and the competitions, and like that's what we're looking for. And Dwayne is looking for, or he's building an academy, which is awesome. He's taking people from...
Yeah, I'm not bashing on anybody.
No, man. Dwayne is one of the best striking coaches on the planet. And that academy, like, got straight killers coming out of there. Dwayne was in the corner for the UFC main event last weekend. So like we're not taking anything away from that. We are just heading in a different direction. That is Dwayne's gym is a striking gym with a little bit of jits on the side.
Yeah.
You know, and that's great. Like you got world-class athletes coming through there every day. Some of the best strikers and some of the best MMA guys in the world come to train there, which is awesome. We're trying to do jiu-jitsu. Like, you know, that's our goal. I don't want to get hit in the head anymore. So I'm doing jiu-jitsu, you know? That's kind of how I view the situation.
Jiu-jitsu's been my bag for 3 years now, dude. I stopped training striking 3 years ago. 2 years ago. But I feel you. It's hard to not like sound negative with this conversation.
Yeah.
But this is the podcast. This is what we're here for. This is where we're like honest, you know? So like we're just not getting those, like you were saying, it's a striking academy with jits on the side. Because when we were back at the old place before we moved, we had jits every single night. We moved to this new spot and they cut us in half.
Literally in half.
Yeah. The strikers get
actually in fourth because they had 4 days a week, 2 classes. Right, there's beginner and advanced.
And now we just do the one class.
We just do the one class on Tuesday,
two
Thursday.
times a night, or 2 different nights.
Yeah.
So they substantially cut back our jiu-jitsu, and they haven't been focusing on that. So me and Jimmy have been sitting in with buckets trying to save this sinking ship of a jiu-jitsu program. But I mean, you have to have the effort there, you know? So it finally got to a point where me and Jimmy, for the past month or two, we've been going to different open match training everywhere we can. On the weekends, any nights we have off, we've been wrestling on Wednesdays at DCO, and we really just hit it off with those guys. They're more that vibe that we're going for. That hard, grungy, grindy competitiveness. Steve loves us. He wants to help me build a solid jiu-jitsu program. So, like Jimmy said, it hasn't been like a long time we've been working about this, but it's been coming. You can't go somewhere where it's not happening.
Yeah. Well, like I said to you before, you kind of called this a year ago, because you were saying how you were kind of outgrowing that program once you get to a certain spot.
Yeah, we just don't have enough high level guys.
Yeah, and so you were like, I think you even kind of kicked it around or like had mentioned it a little bit, but like it kind of seemed like it was that big fish in a small pond over there.
It's been that way for a while, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying I destroy everybody every single role. There's still great guys at Ludwigs, don't get me wrong.
Man, it sounds like there's a lot of potential there, but it's just not the gym.
Well, let's also set the record straight. Just about everybody in that room still beats the shit out of me, so that's not my reason for leaving. Like, you know, almost everybody at Ludwigs is still better at jiu-jitsu than me. So let's not
it's
get
just
twisted.
the vibes, dude. Like you said, they're very academy based.
Yeah, and that's great. But we're trying to get you to ADCC. We're trying to get me to start winning some golds. You know,
literally like 2 weeks ago, Jimmy told me, because I was talking about ADCC, and I was like, ADCC's in February. I got some time. I'm gonna start cutting. He's like, bro, that's 6 months away. And it literally was like a fucking bombshell that just like rocked my world from.
He's kind of sat there for a second. He was driving. He was like, huh. I was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah. So ADCC is 6 months away.
Yeah.
I have a lot of work to do. I can't be training 2 days a week, you know.
And teaching, you know.
Yeah. Teaching's been a solid staple. I'm super bummed that I'm not going to be teaching anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I am, but I'm not going to, like, I literally cut kids class out because DCO doesn't have kids, which is a fucking solid blow to us.
I love training those girls, man.
Yeah, you
They're
know
a
the
bunch of
girls.
fun.
The 3 girls are just the golden girls, dude. They're fucking stellar. Love them to death. But comes a point in a journey where you have to, like, hunker down, you know, and be like, yo, this is about me. I gotta be selfish, you know. So we've been talking about this, and it's been a tough few days setting this up. But we went to DCO last night, trained, and we decided that we like the group, and we're gonna try and build up a solid program, you know. So
And they've got some good guys there. They got some good rollers. They got a couple brown belts.
a lot of potential.
They got some good fighters, you know, and
That's the difference. It's a fight gym, you know.
yeah.
Like they're there to grind.
Well, I don't even know if I want to talk about it, but
Are they mainly like a Muay Thai or anything like that?
They're MMA.
They just all around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They have a fight team and all sorts of shit, but they push the pace. It's not sugar-coated. Nothing's sugar-coated at that gym. It's nothing like Dwayne's. Dwayne's is a fucking amazing academy. You walk in there,
yeah.
it's gorgeous. Like everybody has to bow on and off the mats. They got duct tape holding the shit together at DCO. I love them to death.
That's what I'm looking for, though.
Yeah, like it's
I want there always to be like.
You walk in that gym, you're like,
is today the day where I catch staff? Like, this might be the day where Mercer's immersed in my body.
Sometimes you need a little bit of that gladiator spirit.
Yeah.
The old...
And again, that's nothing against Ludwigs.
I love Ludwigs. I don't have a bad thing to say about them.
No, dude, Ludwigs has built their brand, and that is perfect, and they're killing it. I hope Dwayne takes over the whole fucking world, because I've done striking since I was 7, and that striking program is top tier. Like the way that Dwayne understands movement, the coaches that he's built up, the way that he has everybody, like all of the combos, the
I'm honored
curriculum.
to be a part of that coaching staff,
Dude,
but
it was a great time. For me, with the jiu-jitsu program, ever since I was a little kid, I'm all about teams. You know, like I started doing karate when I was 7, right? And in those karate tournaments, back in '97, every single one of my tournaments, my sensei was there. Our black belt, all of our black belts were there. Everybody who I trained with was there at every single one of them, and I was like 7, right? This isn't Worlds or anything like that. Like this is just a karate tournament in Anchorage, Alaska. And so, you know, when I started playing sports, you know, I started playing football.
Yeah, the camaraderie.
I'm searching for that camaraderie, and we were talking about it on that last podcast. Like that's what I'm looking for. Like, yeah, it's an individual sport when I step on the mat, but that's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That's
you want the boys in the background.
I want the boys cheering for
takedown.
me.
Hey!
I want, you know, that's what we're trying to build, and that's what I've looked for my entire life. It's one of the main reasons why I joined the Marine Corps. One, I wanted to go shoot some motherfuckers because I was a 19-year-old psychopath. But number 2, one of the biggest reasons that people join the military is because you're looking for that camaraderie and that teamwork, and that being in those shitty situations with the team, because you'll never be closer to anybody than with that. And that's what Dylan and I have.
That's why we hit it off so well, dude.
Yeah, it's because we were looking for the same thing, and I showed up this punk ass.
This is the boy. Dude.
I showed up with. I was just this punk ass white belt. I was this punk ass white belt, but like I'm here. I'm gonna fucking help mop. I'm gonna put it out 100% every day, and I'm gonna show up at all the tournaments. And that
you helped me out more this past year with tournaments and shit than anybody has.
I know, and that was a. If there's one thing that was the deciding factor for me, it was that you and I, like, I'm just a fucking white belt, dude. and I'm cornering people in these tournaments because you're the only coach who's there, who's cornering, and like the fact that the white belt is having to corner the white belts and the blue belts is like, that's not a team, right? That's not, the academy hasn't built the team. That's just a couple of dudes who are out there competing, and that to me is just a that's a real gut check, right? When at all the striking events, people, all the higher coaches are there coaching them. They're cornering them. There's a corner for everybody, right? Nobody even asks for the jiu-jitsu program. Like, it was,
they assumed I was doing it.
Yeah. Well, they even if they weren't assuming that, it was just like, okay, well, I guess Dylan's competing this weekend. Big Dylan's competing this weekend. Like, tell us how it goes on Monday. Like, that, to me,
fuck that dude. He's the only one I missed because he didn't fucking tell me he was competing when he signed up for that wrestling competition on a fucking whim.
Yeah.
And literally text Sensei that day, yo, what's the rules for
wrestling
folk style?
What a savage.
What the fuck, dude?
And, we're leaving some of our favorite boys behind, but that doesn't mean that we're not still going to hang out with them and still have beers with them. They're still our boys.
I've already talked to them.
They're still our boys, and they're welcome to come to open mats. We'll still be training with them on the reg. Mm-hmm. Like, we're just doing it at a different place, and we're not trying to steal anybody. Like, it's just me and Dylan are going to do our thing. I'm going with Dylan. A lot of it is because I'm trying to help you out. I want to take you to the top. I'm a fucking loyal son of a bitch. I'm your best friend, your worst enemy. Don't fuck with me. I got your back.
Fucked with you?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Except for when we were walking out and you were trying to pick a fight with those four
whatever.
fucking linebackers.
Fuck those Boulderites. They couldn't fight.
Fuck those butt pussies, dude. Just yelling at them.
Yeah, but that's where I'm at.
I was like, Jimmy, shut the fuck up, dude. I was like, you're fucking thrashed.
Yeah.
I'm semi-sober. I can't fight 3 guys by myself.
Yeah. But that's where I was at with all that. I don't know.
Yeah, man. It's for me, it was the progression, man. I'm not progressing how I need to be progressing at Ludwig's. You have to constantly be getting hard. I don't need to be rolling with brown belts and black belts constantly, I have to be getting good rounds to where I'm killing myself literally every time. Because ADCC, when we roll in there in February, dude, it's going to be
balls to the wall.
The best of the best. I'm probably going to have 14 matches if I keep going the whole time. And that's not something at the pace that I'm going at right now that I'm going to be able to maintain. I'll gas out at 6, 7,
Yeah.
I have to be able to fucking go for an hour straight, grappling as hard as I fucking can. This shit's the best people in the world trying to qualify for this,
Yeah.
So that was the main deciding factor for me, but the camaraderie shit means a lot to me too, because like you said, dude, I love Dylan, I love Ellery. Those are the boys, bro. We gotta leave them behind, but like you said, it's good for them because Dylan and Ellery are focused on MMA, which Ludwigs is the best place if you want to be there. You want to do your striking there. You want to get a little bit of jiu-jitsu in. I'm strictly a grappler. So I'm trying to build the best grappling team that I can possibly fucking build. So we're actively recruiting. We're trying to get whatever we can, scrounge up all those people from other teams that aren't getting the work that they're getting, that they need to be getting. So we're trying to fucking bust ass, get after it, build a team from fucking the ground up, just like we did with Ludwigs.
Yeah.
Because at Ludwigs, when I started training, there was like 5 of us.
Yeah.
Max.
How long were you there?
Going on 5 years.
Yeah.
November would be 5 years.
Yeah.
It was hard, dude. It was really fucking hard.
I know.
Building up, like, literally everybody in the jiu-jitsu program I knew.
Yep.
From the fucking get-go.
Yep.
There was like 3 people I never met. And they were there like the first year that I wasn't there. because I got there at the second year that Ludwig was a thing.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. We're breaking new ground.
Yeah.
We're literally the only people who have left Ludwig's to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
We've had some people.
Well, that kind of
drop
speaks
off.
to the program. Like, they got a good program on there.
They're great. I love them to death.
Yeah.
Sensei's taught me the best technique around,
Sure.
Like, my technique's solid.
Yeah.
I just need to get to that point to where I can keep going,
Well, we got to... Yeah. We got to be able to bring people in, too. We got to have some new partners.
Mm-hmm.
We got to be able to, like, if one of the guys from Genesis wants to come over, like, we got to be able to get rounds with people.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be so much political stuff in the gym just to get other training partners and stuff,
I feel that for sure.
So it's like, if we've got other people getting ready for fights and they want to get some rounds in,
that's why I fucking love Steve, dude. Steve's all about it. He's like, fucking bring whoever you want, whenever you want, bring them in.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah. So that's we're trying to bring that old school vibe back.
Yeah, dude. Literally the Daisy Fresh crew is what I'm trying to build.
Like we're trying to build a family, like a fucking jiu-jitsu crew, and that's what we're shooting for.
So I mean, if any of that sounds great to you, hit me up.
Yeah, dude. Anybody that wants in.
We are not free agents now, but we're new.
We're taking applications.
Yeah, we're building that new team up.
Yeah.
So.
And even if you don't want to be like on the competition side, like if you want to, they got a great jiu-jitsu program, like the brown belts and everything they were teaching.
Mm-hmm.
There's some great technique going on there. There's some younger kids getting into it. I think they were in probably middle and high school.
Yeah.
So, it's we're not just building a savage comp team, but that's like our focus.
That's the main focus.
Our focus is we're getting after it. And that doesn't mean we're trying to hurt anybody. We're not going to hurt anybody.
And you don't give yourself enough credit just because you're a white belt. Blah, blah, blah. You're not a white belt. You're a fucking blue belt. And you bring that savage pace that we need to the team.
Yeah. We'll see. I've been striking since I was 7. I did MMA for several years. So I've got a pretty good positional game, and I understand movement and all that. So
that was my biggest regret ever. I wish I would have started martial arts sooner, man.
Yeah.
I didn't start till I was 24, 25.
Yeah, I got lucky. My dad was like, we got to figure out what the fuck to do with this kid. Let's let that old Japanese guy with the bamboo stick beat the shit out of him. Maybe that'll fix him up.
For an hour.
Yeah,
get him out of my
fix
hair.
him up. Sick. 23 years later, 24 years later, still at it.
It's gonna be a good thing though. It's all It's all gonna come around how it should be. I've been reading the omens lately.
Yeah.
Good signs.
Dude, it's all about the energy that you bring to wherever the fuck you are. Whatever room we walk into, it's a better room.
Just like what you were talking about. Fucking MCL guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. MCL guy. So, let's hear this story.
So, we talked about it a little bit in that last podcast about the competition, but this dude, he's getting ready to get, and he's not on our team, but he's getting ready for a match. And we're sitting there talking to him and just kind of bullshitting, and he's just there by himself with him and his girlfriend. Doesn't even have a corner, and he's getting ready to do this tournament. And so we're kind of like cheering him on. Like, I don't know this dude, but he's a cool cat. Bro. We're getting after it. And they start, and he shoots for, I think he was shooting for like a double on his opponent. And he just kind of like falls down, and we're like, what the hell just happened? And I'm kind of throwing shade at him. I'm like, hey, at least you drink some water. You got your cramp? And he rolls over, and he's got this golf ball sitting behind his knee. And I was like, oh, dude, the MCL's torn to fuck. And so he ends up winning that match.
Yeah, dude.
He ends up getting bronze. That was his first match of the day.
He had like 5 matches.
And yeah, he had 5 matches, and he only loses 1. He gets bronze in the whole tournament like an absolute savage with a torn MCL that was done 30 minutes earlier. And we were just like, man, that guy is who we want as our boys.
Dude,
and so
we were fucking on the gate every
And
single match he had.
For sure, we were cheering
like,
him.
"Let's
We're
go!"
Let's go! And one of our boys, Dylan Pinland, ended up fucking triangling this son of a bitch. It was glorious. We didn't know who to cheer for. We were like, "Oh, Dylan," but like, "Oh, that dude's still cool." And I'm glad you triangled him, but I'm also glad you didn't break him. So we, I'm at the weightlifting gym over at Vasa on Monday, and I see that dude, and I haven't seen him since the tournament. And I walk over, I'm like, "Yo,
he didn't
dude,
even live here, does he?"
He just moved here, like a week or two ago." And I walk up, I'm like, "Yo, dude, I remember you from that tournament. How's your leg?" And he's like, "Dude, it's still there, but I'm starting to do legs again." And I'm like, "Okay, man. Well, we're about to start building the team." He's like, "I'm fucking in." And so bringing that energy with you wherever the fuck you are, people are gonna flock to it, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're building that vibe.
That's
We
the
had
whole
to
goal.
have a change of venue,
Yeah.
to start building that vibe. But I mean,
It's just different from what they were looking for.
yeah,
And
starting from the ground up.
Look, I'm a hard son of a bitch to live with. There's very like, I'm not
That's
for
why I love
everybody.
you. That's
I'm
why
not
I
for
fucking
everybody.
Love you.
I'm not for everybody. I know
You
that.
two mesh
You're
real
for
well.
me.
I know that not everybody's gonna like me, and I also know that I don't give a fuck. You don't have to like me, but you will respect me. That's all I'm trying to do.
Results.
Nobody has to love me. I'm just gonna keep going
Oh, you'll
forward.
always have one person that loves you.
I'm just gonna keep going forward.
This guy.
I'm just gonna keep going forward. That's
Told
just
you
how
he's
it
your
goes.
Prince Charming.
Dude, he is.
I'm taking my friends to the top. Doesn't matter where that top is. We're going to the fucking top. Whatever the mountain is, we're going.
I got mad love for you, Jimmy. Like, this was a quick decision on my part, and you were down from the jump. You're like, okay. And I loved how people were hitting me up, like, so you and Jimmy left. Because I was announcing it today, and I didn't even mention Jimmy, dude. And people were hitting me up, like, you and Jimmy left, huh? And I'm like, what are you talking about, Jimmy? I didn't even say Jimmy. And they're like, oh, you two are two peas in a pod. We know Jimmy's coming with you. And I was like, fuck, dude. So, I mean, it's pretty well known. You're gone, too. Hasn't been officially announced, but I mean, it's on here now.
It's officially announced now. They ain't gonna go back now. I show up tomorrow, I might get fucking tossed off the ledge.
We still should show up tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's like, what would they do if
I
fucking
really
showed up
don't
to training
want.
tomorrow?
I really don't want this to end poorly
No.
with Ludwigs. I feel like
Love
that's the
Dwayne, love Sam.
I don't want that. You know, if I see them at a tournament or something, I still want to be able to shake their hands and give them a hug, man. It's just, I want them to know this isn't a bash on them. They've got one of the best academies in the world, especially for striking.
Like I said, dude, I just gotta be selfish right now.
And that's, I don't want that to look. I
gotta hunker down, dude.
I don't want people to think that's us trying to shit on them. Sam has taught me so much. Dwayne has taught me so much, and I'm got nothing but love and appreciation for them. I understand this might be rough. Like it might feel like we're stabbing them in the back, but we're really not. This really isn't about that. Like this is just us being pieces of shit, and we got to go be selfish. That's what it is.
That's the hard part for me, dude. I feel like a traitor, but
it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You can't dwell on that shit.
For sure. Sure.
What's up with you, man? You've been silent for quite a while.
Zoned out over here.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, no, that's. I could kind of see it coming too. I didn't know when it would be, but I knew eventually you were gonna have to.
That's the thing, man. I've been talking to a couple guys. I won't drop no names, but I've been talking to them today, and I told them officially that I was leaving, and they were like, "Man, I saw this coming like a year ago."
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "You're not getting what you need right now," which isn't like you said, dude. I'm not bashing on Dwayne or Sam or anybody. It's just when you want to compete at an elite level, at a world-class level, you have to be coming into that gym every single day being like, okay, I'm going to get hard-ass rounds. I'm going to get guys that try and fucking murder me every single round. And I'm not getting that right now. So I had to make the executive decision. It is what it is. You can't bash on it.
You said the other one, the new one's not too far from.
No, it's 10 minutes past.
Yeah. It literally is. It's like 12 minutes from here to Ludwigs. It's like 15 from here to DCO. Just take Federal all the way down.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough thing. Not restarting, because they already have a solid Jiu-Jitsu program, but building that savage competition team that we want. And which also, Steve is all for. Well, Steve's about it.
The other thing is, like, we would walk into the room at Ludwig's, and it was just the boys. It was like 10 or 15 of the boys every night. You know, we're all fucking having a blast. And I'm going to miss the fuck out of that. You know? And we can rebuild that, but it's going to take years. It's going to take years to get another squad like that. Like, all the boys at Ludwig's, fucking, that was a crew, man.
And this is a new thing for me, because when I started at Ludwig's, I was the white belt. I was you. Yeah. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was getting fucking smashed.
Yeah.
And I worked my way all the way from the fucking dirt to where I'm elite status at that gym, where I was getting the best rounds that I could get. Everybody knew if they wanted a good round to go with me.
Yeah.
And it's weird to just go over to a new gym and to already be that status.
Yeah.
Like how TJ was fucking talking me up and shit yesterday.
Yeah.
We rolled in for the first jiu-jitsu class and he's already like fucking bragging about me, fucking calling me out, put me on the spot. He's like, has anybody here won that purple belt level up tournament? Anybody? He's just fucking staring at me. I'm like, dude, why you gotta put me on blast? This is during warm-ups, dude. We're stretching and shit. So he's already putting a target on my back. And then I rolled with that other brown belt, Chad. He was fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
He was really money. He's the one who fucked my knee up. But,
yeah.
I mean, I got stuck in back control, and we rolled to the side, and he pushed, and there was like a dry spot on my knee that caught on the mat, and you know how like when you just catch it, and you just pushed over, and I felt that tendon pop twice.
Yeah.
It didn't tear or anything. I still have full range of motion, but that fucked me up pretty good. But we had some good rounds. I like that Randori setup that they had.
They got a good couple dudes in there, man. It's good.
It's gonna be a good time, dude. We're treading new waters.
Well, we're fucking committed now. Life is a series of small commitments. Commit.
You know, I wanted to get another couple rounds in with the boys, but it didn't turn out that way.
Did not.
So we are.
We tried, boys. We tried.
Got mad love for all you. Dre, Co, Dylan, Ellery, Jake,
Jason.
You
know, Hunter.
Fuck, man. Hunter's coming with us.
Yeah, okay, well.
It's already
the
out.
The beans are spilled now.
It's pretty fucking apparent.
Yeah.
We're the only two fuckers who cared about Hunter.
I know.
We're the only two who put time into him.
I know.
Hunter's our fucking dark horse.
Yeah, we're going to turn him into a fucking monster.
You heard it here first.
This fool's going to be monster.
Full savage.
Yeah.
He's got the drive and the will for it.
We got Paul, Jack, all those guys, man.
So much love for him, man. We
would walk in and just fucking, times. You know, every day you're with the boys, and we're gonna miss the fuck out of all you guys.
You're still the boys. You guys are still coming over to play beer pong. And
we're still watching fights together. We can still roll on weekends and shit. You guys are welcome to come through. Like you're only gonna see us 2 days less a week. It wasn't that much anyways.
Come on.
It wasn't that much anyways.
Shit, dude. They come over, it'll be even.
Yeah, dude. You come over on weekends and come to some open mats with us. Come to some tournaments.
Anybody who's not a Ludwig guy, come to open mat. Hit me up.
Yeah, dude.
We are open for business. We're looking for straight savages.
If you want to be a fucking
anybody.
savage, if you want to be a fucking, if you're at your gym right now and you just feel like even if people are better than you, they don't have that killer mindset.
That's all it is, dude. Like
We're trying to take heads off. I'm not going for points. I'm going for submissions, and I'm going for broke. If I lose, I better be dead fucking tired, or they better be about to put me to sleep, or my arm's about to snap. Like, there's not going to be any quit. And if you're not one of those dudes, then don't fucking come to our gym. If you don't want to be, if you don't want to be that, then you ain't on the team. If you want to be a fucking savage, though, let's get it.
Sign here.
Let's get it. We're making moves, and if you want to make some fucking moves with us, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I mean, you heard it here first. We're building the Death Squad from the ground up.
Traveling daisies.
The traveling daisies, dude.
We're trying to the gruesome twosome. We're trying to take over Colorado Jiu-Jitsu, and once we finish that up, it's off to the rest of the motherfuckers around the goddamn country.
We got 6 months. Dude.
Let's get it. White Belt life.
That's a good note to end on.
Yeah, dude.
It's been a good podcast. Sorry to drop this bomb on y'all, but it is what it is. We're gonna tread some new waters.
That's a fun one.
It's a good one.
Again, to all the boys, we still love the fuck out of all
Mad
you.
love.
This
mad
doesn't
love.
change anything.
Nothing but love.
Nothing but love for Dwayne and Sam. They taught us a ton, and we hope nothing but the best for them. And if we see you guys around, nothing but love.
On that note, it's been a good time. Don't forget, Sinchies getting a beer, get me one.
2 drinks and a water.
Hey, have a good night, guys.